Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Content Tuesday. Now, this is my second Tuesday, and I'm here with Unlocking the Fearless You. It's all about conquering your fears and achieving your destiny. At the end of the day, everybody has a journey, and we've all got to just go along our journey and enjoy every moment we possibly can. So, guys, my name is Maxine English. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I'm an award-winning speaker. I'm a broadcaster. I'm an author from next month. My book is due to come out at the end of this month. So I'm hoping that everything's up and running by then. Everything's written, everything's published, and it'll be out and ready and waiting, ready for the 1st of October. So fingers crossed, everything's doing really well so far. I'm up to chapter 6. And so we're really getting on the ball with that one. I'm also a transformational coach in the making, and I'm hoping to help so many people out there overcome any of their fears, building up their confidences, and also building up their self-esteem with it. Because at the end of the day, so many people go through these problems that I just knew, with all the things that have happened to me in the past, which you'll find out in the book, is the fact is that I knew that I could help. And I don't want to just, be one of those people that just go around in everyday life and, just see what other people do and go, oh, okay, I want to help. And that's what it's all about. It's about helping everybody out there that has gone through so many different things in their life and they don't know what to do with it. So let us help you. Let us be there. Let us, hold your hand along the way if you need it and guide you in the right direction to get where you need to get in your life. And that's what it's all about. It's just being there in the moment and just making sure that you succeed in what you want to do. And that's what I'm here for. That's what the 12 are here for. That's what Bradley's here for. And we're all there to help you move forward. So make sure you like this page. Make sure you come and see us on all the global TV and every interview that comes up, because there will be something in every single one of them that you could take away with you. And I promise you that there is so many people out there that have gone through stuff, and all us have come together collectively so we can help people like you and help you along the way. Okay, so let's go through some stuff with you this evening. I've got quite a lot of information, so I'm looking down on certain things, so I hope you don't mind, guys. There's a lot there. So okay, so here we go. Today, I'm going to talk about what business owners do differently. Remember last week when you sat and watched my broadcast, and we talked about you as a general public. What is it you do? What is it you fear? And what is it you find that confidence gets in the way? And we went through lots of different steps. If you've not seen it yet, go and look at the replay, because it's still on global TV. It's on my timeline and it's spread all over Facebook. So go and find one and have a watch. Okay, so today we're going to do about what business owners do differently compared to just the general person. Now, the way we become fearless is we take every opportunity that you could possibly imagine. It's not easy. A lot of people do a 9 till 5 job, Monday to Friday. They go and do it. They come home, they get their wage at the end of the month, and they're happy with that. And you know what? That's fantastic for people that are like that. But there's also people like you out there that don't want to just do a 9 till 5 job, that don't want to come home and doesn't want to just look at their wage slip at the end of the day or the end of the month and go, oh, I've just worked all them hours for that. And, they don't feel fulfilled. So you've got people like us, that business owners, that have actually got everything they possibly can to get everything together as a collective. Like, we wear many, many different hats. Every job that we've done in the past is all about building it into one thing and making it a business. And by making it a business, we do everything from finances to ordering to serving customers to selling to marketing to advertising. And there's so much to it. It is not easy. But what we do is we overcome it by moving forward of every possible way that we can and taking every opportunity, no matter how scared that we are, no matter how much, it hurts and how much we don't see our kids, or how much you don't see your partner, or how much you don't go to a birthday party, and no matter how important it is, because we've got to work. Because if you work at it, you will get there. You've just got to keep going. So let's go through the 8 steps. Right, the 8 steps to become fearless. Are you ready for this, guys? I see there's a few of you on here at the moment, which I like to see. Hello, Sabrina. Thank you for joining. Bradley's here. Maxine English, soon to be management director of one of divisions of YYC. That's what I like to see, brothers, always taking every opportunity. Not on my side, but also on yours. Thank you for joining. It's always great. And you've got on here, Bradley's loving the colours. Yeah, I did the colours today, and the reasons why I've done that, I thought I'd have a bit of a change up, because I thought I would talk about me today, as in helping you out as a business owner. My colours are white, red, and yellow. And that's the reason why, if you look at the top, possibly that side, yeah, if you look at the top there, you've also got my logo for my business. So let's hang on, let's hide that one. Okay, right, so the 8 steps to becoming fearless. You're ready? Have you got a pen and paper to hand? You've got 10 seconds. Go and get yourself a pen and paper, because there's going to be a lot of information. And I don't want you to miss anything, because any of these steps that you take are going to help you move forward with what you've got planned in your head. Let's get it out of here and let's put it on here and let's move forward with it. Okay, you ready for this? Number 1, do your research. Okay, and I don't say this lightly. Everybody has these ideas. Everybody turns around and says, oh, Bradley, I'm glad you're ready. Everybody says, yeah, I want to start this new business. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Stop. It's amazing that you've actually got the enthusiasm to do it. And that is brilliant, right? That is the first step. Enthusiasm, an idea is great. But you've got to do your research. You've got to make sure there's a niche in the market waiting for what you want to sell. If there's nobody wanting to actually buy your product, you're not going to sell anything. So make sure you do your research of what you need to do. When you decide to open your business, research the market as you go along. It takes months. When I opened my business, and it was a party shop. And basically with that is I did my market research while I was open. It was all about what sold together, what people were looking for. You know, anything that didn't sell, I took off the shelves. I mean, by the time I closed on the 4th of August, I had over 8,000 different lines in that shop. And I would personally say that I probably took about 130, 140 off the shelves, because it might have sold 1 or 2 in the whole 2 years I was open. And there's no point of actually having anything on the shelves or you doing anything that's not going to sell. It takes up time, it takes up space, and it costs money. So just make sure you do that kind of research. Know your competition. That's a big thing. There is no point you going out there and doing something that's absolutely amazing, and you're either right up there with the price, someone's selling it for like £500 and you're selling it for £3,000, because a lot of people are going to sit there and go, you know, I can't afford that. But then on the other hand, you don't want to sell something for £50 and someone else is selling it for £2,000, because at the end of the day, they're not going to see the value in what you're offering. And the last thing you want to do is to put your heart and soul into something and somebody doesn't buy it because it's not good enough. Yeah, you look at things when you go shopping. Do you go to the cheapest shop that you can possibly go to go and buy your shoes, your clothes, you know, even your golf clubs, you know, anything like that? It doesn't always work that way. Yeah, they look at everything. They look at whether it comes, it's the best possible price. They look at it's the best possible quality, and they look at everything. But some people don't like cheap, you know, and you want to be good value, not cheap. So that's one good thing. Look at your competition and see what they do. Okay. Get your pricing right, which is obviously what we've already discussed, and know the market yourself. There is no point you going and doing your business if you don't know your own market. So also do the research on that too. Okay, number 2, ask for help. Now, this was one of my biggest problems that I had. I found that I felt when I first opened my business up that I didn't have nothing to give anybody else apart from what I was doing. So I wouldn't ask for help, because I was like, well, if I ask someone for help, I can't give back. And I love to help people. And if I can't give something back, then I felt a bit guilty. And it's not about that. People love to help. If you turn around to your mum, your nan, your brother, your friend, and turn and said, any chance you can do me a favour? Can you look after the kids for half hour? I need to go and do this. Or could I borrow a stamp for a letter because I haven't got something? Are they going to turn around and say no? Are they going to be happy to help you get where you need to get? The answer is yes. That's exactly what's going to happen. So always make sure you ask for help. Speak up. Don't hold back. You know, you don't have to be blunt and to the point at all times, but be honest with yourself and be honest with what you want to ask. Don't, you know, don't pull your foot around, because there's no point. And not only that, don't be alone, because being in business is very lonely. Not every time, but sometimes. I found that when my customers left the shop and I'll be in there for another 2 or 3 hours, or I'll get there 2 or 3 hours earlier and I'm doing lots of work, and, you know, I'm getting bogged down. There's lots and lots of stuff going on. And, you know, I'm doing accounts, I'm doing ordering, I'm putting stock out. It can become very lonely. So just make sure that if you've got something that's overbearing and you need to get on with something, ask someone to pop in with you for an hour. You know, if you don't know how to do something, ask for it. Because at the end of the day, someone, you know that's actually been in that situation or knows accounts. If you don't know something in your accounts, ask your accountant. Ask a friend who's an accountant. Ask someone that does their own accounts, that's got their own business. There's so much more that you can do rather than just sit there and do nothing. Okay, so number 3, don't hide how you feel. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because people like to know you as a person. Now, I will give you me. I will give you what you see is what you get. I am plain English, as I've been called many times, and I will be open and honest about everything. If I don't like something, I say I don't like something. If I think something's brilliant, I will tell a person that is brilliant, or they're brilliant. You know, I will be honest, and if something's not right, I will say. Because not only that, is by showing you as a person, people get to know you and people get to trust you. And that's basically how relationships and friendships are built, is on trust. And if you don't have that, then you have nothing. Okay, and by expressing that and expressing that you're there for somebody, that might be something that person wants, or something that person needs, even right there and then. How many people do you walk when you walk down the street and you can just go and say hello to somebody? That might be the only hello they have all day. Yeah, and it makes them feel amazing that actually someone gave a monkeys. And the thing is, and it's exactly the same in business. You know, a lot of people, you know, again, I keep going back to my shop because, you know, that's where I found a lot of my people from, is a lot of people come into the shop and expect not to be spoken to. And I would go in there, ask them how their day was, you know, ask them what they needed, what I could do to help, what is it they've got going on. And the thing is, it's like they got to know me, so they kept coming back to me because, you know, I could help them with their situation, their party, or anything else that happened. So by doing that, it does help by expressing how you feel, expressing you as a person, and getting people get to know you. Be authentic, be vulnerable. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, if it comes down to that someone hits a nerve, because in the day, you're only human, and human is good. You're not a robot. Robot's bad. Okay, so people will help you, and you just got to be up there and be up front. Okay, so you have a look at some of the people here today. Okay, so hi Maxine from Global TV. I don't know which one you are though, so you're going to have to put your name on it. Brad, I hope you're writing all these down. You know, you've got a lot of lessons to learn. I've got to make sure that you get everything down there. Okay, and yeah, so thank you for everyone else that's joining in. Okay, so that's number 3. Let's go on to number 4. Connecting with others. Now, this is a major thing. Okay, people don't realize by connecting with others is how much it brings you forward as a person, and how much it brings your business forward, and how much it brings other people forward to you. Because at the end of the day, networking, partnerships, go to seminars, get yourself out there, bounce ideas off of people. I've done it plenty of times. I mean, when I had my interview with Adam Stott last Thursday, I've been going to his seminars for the last like 16, 18 months. And there is so much information that I've learned from Adam, and it's been absolutely amazing. But not only that, is that there's like sometimes 100, 130 people in a room. Other times there's 50, 60. But you give your business cards out, you talk to that person. And there's been many, many times that I've sat there and we've had a conversation, just a general conversation like we're having now. And basically with that, you'll talk to them, you go, that's a really good idea. Do you know what? I'm actually going to use that. I'm actually going to, you know, go out there, put that into my business and see how well it does. And the thing is when you do that and you bounce off other people, and when you network with people, you learn. Yeah. And more you learn, the better your business will be. So if you want to be in a business, go networking, talk to people. It would be an amazing thing to do. Okay, so number 5, what you don't know will hurt you. Now, the reasons why I put this on there is because if you don't learn from others and you just go literally tunnel vision and go one way thinking, you're not going to get nowhere. There you go. There's your plain English. Okay, you're not going to get nowhere. And the reason being is because business is not all about, I want to be from A to B. It is about what you goes in between A and B. It's all about what you learn from other people. It's all about what you learn when you go to a seminar. It's what you learn about looking for people that are way above where you are, that have been doing it for years. And when you've got people like that around you, it brings you up. You know, it brings you up to, oh, they're earning like £2,000 a month, or they're earning £10,000 a month, or £50,000 a month. I want to be there. So what you do is you copy what they do. You take ideas by what they've said and what they're doing. And by taking those ideas, again, will bring your business up. And that's basically what that's about. Find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach. You know, there's a lot of people out there that when they do it on their own, I did it on my own to start with, and it takes a lot of courage to go out there and ask for help. But not only that, is that by learning, I've learned so many different things. I've learned now how to broadcast, and this is obviously by networking, connecting with others. I've learned how to write a book. I've learned how to do my accounts. I've learned how to speak to other people that have also been in business, no matter whether they're a brand new starter or whether they're earning £200 million a year. You know, I've spoken to all them kind of people. And the thing is you learn how to market, you learn how to advertise, you learn how to work Facebook. I've never been on Be Live TV before I started broadcasting. You know, it's them kind of learning things that you do that will bring it forward. So don't ever have tunnel vision. Always look outside the box and always take on other people's ideas. Not always going to be perfect, but they are ideas and they are worth trying, because you know what? Then people have been and done it, and then people sometimes know how the outcome is. Sometimes it's different for your business compared to their business, but they've done it and you learn by that. Okay, so find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach, and you'll find out more things and you'll connect to the right people. Okay. Number 6, challenge yourself. Hello, Francie, Jacqueline, sorry. Nice to see you. And Khalida, she's here as well. And Khalida, I've literally just had an interview with Khalida, and the microphone wasn't working so well, so I caught bits and pieces, and I'm just hoping that everything was fine out there and people got some information they could use. And but no, it's great to see Khalida being 12. You know, she's got her vision, she's got her dream, she's got her plan. You know, she's still working on it and she's still going to school, but at the same time, she's doing something about it. And she's connecting with people, she's connecting with us. And by doing that, all it's going to do is bring her up and bring her forward. And that's what it's all about. You know, so thank you for joining, Khalida. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. So we've got so what you don't know doesn't hurt you. So we've talked about that one. Challenge yourself. That's what we were talking about. Okay, challenging yourself. Now, how far do you think you'll get in life if you didn't challenge yourself? How many of you decided to go and have an interview for work? How many of you have had kids, got into a relationship, got married, started driving? Every single one of those is a challenge. Yeah, and business is no different. Business is exactly the same, that you have to challenge yourself every single day. Because you know what? If you make yourself better 1% every single day, by the end of the year, you've made yourself better by 365%. That is huge, absolutely huge. So just make sure you try and learn something every day, whether it's reading a book, whether it's looking on Facebook, whether it's looking at videos, talking to somebody, whatever you do, make sure you challenge yourself. You could also write a mission statement. You know, you could get yourself a piece of paper, get yourself on the computer and write down where you want to be next month, where you want to be in the next 2 months. You perhaps might want to do that if you're a self-starter, like just starting out in your business. And you might actually want to write a monthly, this is where I want to be by next month. I know by next month that I want my book out and I want people to start buying. I want to be a bestseller. I know that. So my mission now is to write that book, to get it out there and to go. I know that I want to broadcast fantastic people that have got so much to give that you can learn by it, that I want to go out there and do that. And do you know what I've done over the last 2 days? My mission was to make sure that I had enough people to broadcast. Now, my special guest Thursday, apart from 2 slots, is booked up right up until the end of the year. Okay, so I've got some amazing guests going to come on, and I've got some amazing amount of content that is going to be here every single week. So for that is absolutely brilliant. And that is my mission. But if I hadn't had that mission statement there, if I didn't write down to say, this is what I want to achieve by next month, I probably might have got next week's done and that was it. And that's the thing. A mission statement is a good thing. Oh, bless you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline's just turned and said, you will definitely be a bestseller. And, I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep going and going and going until I get there. There's nothing stopping me. So, and there's also Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Nice for you to join. And Pauline, hello there. That's one of my sister-in-laws. It's very nice for you to join. Thank you very much. And one of them, I don't know which one it was, but it's from the group of the 12. Some good advice there. And that's what I'm hoping to give you, as much good advice as I possibly can. Okay. So back to changing yourself. What you've got to do is, this has happened to me a few times, and I'll admit it does happen, is that you write a list out of things that you've got to do for the day, and you get to the end of the day and half that list is not done. Then the next day you get another list and you've got to add the things that you've already done that you've not done from yesterday, and your list gets longer and longer. And by the end of the week, this list is like 30, 40, 50 items long. And you sit there and go, well, there's no point me starting it because I'm never going to finish it. Don't ever, ever have that kind of thought in your head, because by doing that, you'll procrastinate and you will do nothing. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to do 3 columns. You want to do A, B, and C. Okay. Your A column is the things that you need to do immediately, the things that are really important, the things that you need to do right this very now, right this very second, within the next hour or 2, you need to get them done. Okay. Then you've got your B column. And with that column, that's the things that they need doing within the next couple of days. They know whether it's paying a bill, you know, whether it's you've got to ring a customer up or a company up. It could be the fact is that you need to carry on writing something like a chapter of a book because it's got to be in 2 days. You know, that is your B column. That is the column that you've got to put and say, right, A's out of the way, let's get B down. Then you've got your C column. Your C column might be, I need to learn something new and I need to look on Facebook, or I need to look on YouTube. I need to learn something, but it's something for next week or 2 or 3 weeks down the line. Okay, that's your C column. How many of you look on Facebook and go, right, I'm going to look at that one thing, and then it's like a hypno box. It's like all of a sudden you're scrolling through Facebook and you looked at the time and half an hour's gone by. What could you have done in that half an hour? Yeah, there's a lot of things that you could have done. So what I'm saying to you is make sure you stick to what you're meant to do. Do your A, B's and C's, yeah, and stick to them. Because by doing that, that will help you move forward, and you won't get that massive list at the end of the week, knowing that, you know, that you've got to do it, and you just look at it and go, oh, I can't do it already. Okay, so don't ever do that. Advertising, networking, marketing, sales, that's all the new things that you should be learning on a weekly basis. Whether you're looking at YouTube and you're learning something new, whether you're looking at someone like Tony Robbins or Les Brown or Andy Harrington, anything like that, even if they've got some like a 2-minute video on, have a look at it. Obviously in the C column, of course, but have a look at it, because by doing that, you'll then pick up some more information. Okay, it might be on how to advertise something, how to sell something. Okay, that is all about your business. When you challenge yourself in your business, they are one of your biggest challenges. Money, advertising, marketing, selling. There's a lot of people that can't do a lot of different things. There's a lot of people that can't sell. And if you can't sell, you're never going to get any sales. If you don't market it, people are not going to know about your product. If you don't advertise it, your product is going to go nowhere, and it's just an idea. So make sure you do all those things, because if you don't, then obviously it's going to cause you problems. The list is endless. I mean, I've got myself a website now. It makes life so much easier. And I know I was told just about a year ago to do it, and I didn't. And I did. I've done it now, so it's all there. Okay, so after you challenge yourself, step 7, learn from failure. Now, failure is a big fear on a lot of people, but when it comes to business people, they don't fear failure. They actually go, I failed, amazing. And the reason why they do that is because they've learned how not to do it. They've learned by, like as Brad says, failing forward. He's making sure that if you fail, you can then go on to the next step. Yeah, I knew in my business, even though I tell myself 8,000 products is amazing, it's brilliant, that's exactly what I needed. Everybody, I sold so much stuff. There was thousands of people that walked through my door. It was brilliant. But I know by having 8,000 different products, my money was in stock and not in my bank. So things like that is in hindsight, what I should have done is pick the main 2,000 or 3,000 and then had thousands in my bank account. So, that's another thing. So that's one thing that you need to think about. See, failure is a good thing. Learn by your failure. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. As Einstein said, if you keep doing the same thing, you're never going to get a different result. So just make sure that if you fail, learn by it, move on. It's as simple as that. Move forward, embrace your change. And anything that you find that is a negative, make it into a positive. Even though whether your relationship's gone bad and you sit there and go, you're sitting there crying, it's like, oh, I can't deal with this, I can't believe he doesn't love me or she doesn't love me. Think about the reasons why. Is it because you wasn't the right person or she wasn't the right person for you? Did they not give you what you needed? Did they not join part of the family? Is it the fact is that there was some kind of disjointment there? Look at the positives, because what happens by looking at the positives, and same as in business, if you look at the positives, you can see what you get out of it. My shop is shut and I've gone online because I know I needed to do that and it was the right time. I had so many customers turn around and say to me, oh my God, please don't go. You're the only place we can go to. And that's amazing. That was an amazing feeling. The fact is that, people like coming to me so much. And that's brilliant. And I'm glad that I can help them. And now I can help them in different ways, because not only can I help them online, is the fact is that I can also do what I'm doing today, and I can go to a bigger audience. And I can then push that out there a bit more, and people will go to my website too. So there is different ways that you can do. So it's not the fact is that the shop was a failure. It was never a failure, but it was a learning curve. I learned so much in them 3 years, and it's something that unless I actually went through that situation, I wouldn't have learned. And the thing is that's what you've got to remember. Everything that happens to you, whether it's good or bad, is a learning curve. So it is always a positive, never a negative. And that's what you've got to think about. Right, let's go back to what we've got down here. We've got quite a few people saying lots of things. Okay, let's go back. So what have we got? Anthony turned around and said, time management and priorities. That's exactly what it is, Anthony. A lot of people, they don't get their priorities right. And by not doing that, they do fail in what they're doing. Not always, but they do fail in what they're doing. They learn next time to do it properly. So, again, it's failing forward. Sabrina is all whoop, whoop, up there. That's exactly what it's about. So, yeah, it's what it's about. It's what it's about. Also, there's no such thing as failure, only feedback. Exactly that. Exactly that. Everybody's only human. You're not going to get it right the first time. You're not going to get it right the second time. And sometimes you're not going to get it right the third time. But as long as you change something every single time to make sure that you're progressing, then that's what it's all about. You could fail 100 times. It doesn't matter, because you've just learned 100 different experiences. Okay. Sabrina, you're doing a good. Thank you so much, my lovely. Failure is an excuse not to communicate. Yeah, that is true. It is absolutely true. That's insanity. Is that because it's with Roxanne? She's very task orientated. Roxanne is, love her to pieces, and she likes to make sure that everything's done particular. And Yeah, in insanity, if people are not doing what they're meant to be doing and actually wrote everything down, it does become a bit of a mess. And when you're unorganized, business doesn't work when you're unorganized. Failure is an event, not a person. Learn from it and move on. Exactly that. Exactly that. You've always got to move on from it, because if you don't move on for it and you let it consume you, when it comes down to business, when it comes down to relationships, and you're sitting there and you're just like, and the problem is when things like that consume you, your mind plays little tricks on you. Your mind tells you you're not worth it. Your mind tells you that, I can't do this again. You can't go through that situation. You can't do that. Why would you want to put yourself through that? And that's you second guessing yourself. Switch off. Yeah, because as soon as that starts setting in, you're on a downhill spiral, and you don't want to do that. So what you want to do is you want to think positively and go do, because you don't want to second guess, because that's when problems it causes problems. That's right, Stephen. You're absolutely correct. Failure is your friend if you respond in the correct ways, and that is absolutely correct. At the end of the day, failure is a good thing. You've got to believe in yourself. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm a very big believer that, everybody's different, but this is my belief. I'm a big believer that you're put on this earth to help people. Okay. You go from A, you go to Z in your life. How you get there is entirely up to you. You could go in like 5 different routes. You can go straight down the line. You can go 50 different ways, but you will always end at Z. So no matter what you do in your life, you will still be where you're meant to be. However, the route you take is your choice. But if you take the wrong route, something will happen that you'll be taken out of that situation to make sure you're going back down the right route. And I've had that so many different times. My shop wasn't meant to shut until October, but I knew that because I've tuned into what I'm meant to be doing and where I'm meant to be going, I knew it had to shut on the 4th of August. I could have shut that in September. I could have shut that in October, but it had to be the 4th of August. And I don't know why, but I just knew that I was directed that way. And everything that I was doing, everything that was going in place directed me to the 4th of August. So I did that. And then Inspired to Achieve came on the 5th of August. One door shuts, another one opens. Yeah, again, it's a positive. So let's see if let's put something else again. We win nothing from success, only how to repeat it. Everything is learned from failure. It is not to be feared, but learned quickly and applied. Exactly that. Failure is a start of a new beginning. Yes, completely that, Deborah. It is a new beginning. Don't ever turn around and say anything in life is not a new beginning. And every time I get something like that, I do it with open arms, because it's absolutely amazing to get that new beginning, because it's exciting. When you do something new, it's like, wow, come on, let's do this. So right, okay, so back onto what we were talking about, because time is running out. Okay, so we've done 7, so now we're on number 8. Number 8 is take action. How many of you, yeah, I've done this myself, I just sit there laughing at myself about it. How many of you sit there and go, that's a fantastic idea? Or how many of you are actually writing this down, and actually it's going to sit on the side, and a week later you'll come back to it and go, oh, I must do that. Then a week later you see it again, oh, I forgot to do that last week, I'll do that this week. And you don't take action on it. Because if you don't take action in what you're doing, you will not move forward. Yeah? And believe me, I've done it myself. And I've been kicked up the backside a few times. And I've not taken action, and I've procrastinated, and I sat on the fence, shall I, shouldn't I? And it doesn't get you anywhere. You imagine, right? Put yourself that you need to go down the shop to go and buy yourself a pint of milk. Yeah? You walk out the door, you've got your wallet or your purse in your hand, and you're walking down the street. All of a sudden you stop and you sit on the curb. Where is that getting you? Have you got your pint of milk? No. Because what's happening is you're just sitting there and you're just waiting. What use are you? You're not. There's no use at all. You've literally got to get up, you've got to go to that shop, get your pint of milk and get home. That is your journey. That is what you're meant to be doing. So go and do it. There is no reason to stop halfway through. It's not going to get you anywhere. So make sure that you take that action. Do whatever it takes. In life, what we do as business owners, No matter whether I'm staying up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or even staying up all night. If I need to get something done, I will be up all night to make sure it's done. Because no matter what happens, it's do whatever it takes. Because sometimes if you can't do whatever it takes and you can't handle knowing that you've got to work 14, 15 hours, or you've got to handle working 7 days a week, how are you going to handle being a business owner? You're going to be doing accounts. You're going to be talking to people on the phone. You're going to be talking to people face to face. You're going to be selling. You're going to be ordering. You're going to be stock taking. You're going to be coaching. You know, you're going to be answering messages. If you can't cope now, how do you think you're going to cope 2, 3, 4 years down the line when it comes 6 times harder? Get your stuff together now and get it sorted and move on. Because if you keep sitting on that fence, you're going to get nowhere. Okay? So you've got to move forward. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't, whether you've got a website, whether you're sitting there going, well, actually, I need to do this, this, and this first. I'll open up in 3 weeks' time, or I'll start doing my coaching in 2 or 3 weeks' time, or I'm actually going to go and do this seminar and I'm going to go and stand up and I'm going to go and speak, but I'll do it next month. Yeah, or I'm going to the gym. I'll start next month. Yeah, it doesn't get you anywhere. You're not going to be a skinny mini if you go to the gym next month, because next month will be next month. And then next month after that will be next month. It doesn't get you anywhere. So don't keep doing it. Okay, so what we've got here. So we've got a few people on here. Go Maxine. I'm going. I'm on it. And Roxanne, so true. I'm glad that you agree with me, my lady. Deborah, you are going to do everything. Thank you. I am. And nothing's going to stop me. I'm just going to keep going and going and going. And if I can get there, and you know what, Tony Robbins, if you're listening to this, I know you turned around and said that you're not doing any more broadcasting with people like me. Listen carefully. I'm coming for you. So be warned, I'm coming. So don't, don't just want to be skinny but buff. Yes, of course, Anthony, definitely that. Oh, thank you, Therese. I love you too, my darling. It's very thoughtful of you. Okay, so that is my eight things for you. So we'll go through them really, really quickly. So we've got, if in case anybody missed it, what we're talking about is we're talking about the business owners, what they do differently when it comes down to fear and confidence. Okay, is doing 8 steps to become fearless. 1, do your research. 2, ask for help. 3, don't hide how you feel. 4, connect with others. 5, what you don't know will hurt you, so make sure you get help with that. 6, challenge yourself every single day. Just challenge yourself. 7, learn from failure. 8, take action. Okay, they are your 8 things that you need to do in business to make you go forward. And if you're not ready to start business, or you're quite happy to be employed, good on you. Carry on doing that, but put it in the rest of your life. You know, put it in your relationships, put it in your friendships. You know, at the end of the day, life is what it's about. Can't speak. Life is about what you put into it. The problem is when some people, it comes to business, it comes to marriage, everything is an empty jar. Okay, and this empty jar has nothing in it at all. It is just empty. That's how businesses start. That's how marriages start. That's how friendships start. And every day you put a little bit of something in there. You put a bit of love. You put a bit of trust. You put a bit of effort. And what happens to that jar? It goes up and up and up, and it gets filled up. Yeah. And once that jar is filled, that is when things last. Businesses last. Marriages last. Relationships, friendships, they last because you've put in an effort. And the problem is people get halfway, like buying a pint of milk. They get halfway and they give up. Don't ever give up. Because at the end of the day, you might need to kiss that a little bit more and you'll get exactly what you're looking for and what you spent all that time going for. So my business is Party Crown Direct. Okay. Now, yes, you can inspire to achieve. Absolutely amazing. Okay. I've been there. I've been to all the events. They are brilliant. But if I didn't start Party Crown Direct, I wouldn't have been to Yes, You Can Inspire to Achieve. And at the end of the day, it's what you do in your life. You might think it might be small, it might be minimal, but it's not. Because everything that you're doing brings you to where you are today. Okay? Now, I was told when I first started my business that I would achieve nothing, that I would go nowhere. I left school. Now, this is for all you youngins out there that might even watch this. I left school with 1 GCSE, and that was in art, you know. And then I went to art college. Then I did photography, and then I went to work. Everything I learned was on the job. I went into catering. I learned to become a chef on the job. I went into sales. I learned to sell. I went into advertising. I went into PR. I went into client liaison. You know, I went and did all these things. Everything I did, I learned on the job. Don't ever, ever let anybody turn around and say that you're not good enough for something. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you know then. It's about what you learn along the way. Look at your timeline. Write it down. I've learned this, this, and this. I've learned to sell. I've learned to talk. I've learned to network. I've learned to write all those down, because they will bring you forward. Not only they will give you a positive attitude about things, but also they will bring you forward to say, I've done all these, so I know where I am today. And Party Crown was a big part of my life, because now it's brought me to Yes You Can. And Yes You Can has got an amazing family, and you could be part of that family. Yeah, we just want you to come and see us. That's all you got to do, is come and see us. So don't ever struggle, because at the end of the day, Party Crown Direct nearly didn't start. And the reason being is because in 2011, my husband broke my back and nearly murdered me in front of my children. Right? That's how my story started. That was my negative that I made into a positive, because I was told that I'll never work again. I was told that I'd be in a wheelchair in 2 years. I was told that I'm unemployable. So I started my own business. And when I started my own business is when I moved forward. So even though the worst thing in my life that happened is that my back got broken and I suffer every single day, apart from when Beryl helps me and she gives me a bit of healing, but that's for another show. Yeah, I suffer every single day. However, it was the start of my life. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, because I wouldn't have been in Party Crown. I wouldn't have seen Yes You Can, and I wouldn't have met all the lovely people that I have now. So that's another thing of turning from a negative into a positive, and that's exactly what I've done. Okay, your biggest thing that you need to do is never give up. Giving up is one thing that you don't ever do, no matter what. You could have no money. You could be the most brassic person. You could have 1 penny in your pocket. All right? Don't ever give up. Work hard. Wear many hats. Use your past experiences for what you've gone through. And no matter whether you're stuck with no money, whether you're stuck with nobody around you, find it. There is many, many ways of finding things. And all you've basically got to do is you've just got to get yourself out there. You've got to ask for your help. Exactly what we just said to. Go through your contacts. Take action. Don't ever stay where you are, because if you stay where you are, you're not going to get there. Okay? Go on courses and listen. So what I'm going to say to you now, because I'm going over my time, you know why? It's because I love you. And I'm happy that obviously, yeah, there's a lot of you still here. And you're all saying to me like, yo, go on, girl. And the thing is like, you know, I just talk the high legs of a donkey, but I'm hoping that, you know, that you're getting something out of this and it's not just me rambling. So what I want you to do is I would love you to come and see me live. I would love you to come and see some of the big people that you never ever thought in your wildest dreams that you could ever meet. How many of you want to start your own business? Put all the likes, put all the loves. Tell me, do you want to start your own business? Do you want to work your way forward? Do you want to get yourself somewhere and say, do you know what? I'm leaving a legacy behind. Do you want to get there for you, to prove to you and to prove to everyone else I can do this? Do you? Good. Because then come here. Be at the Ultimate Business Empowerment event. And I want to see you there. And I will come up to you and I will give you the biggest hug in the world. Because you know what? By coming to this event would be absolutely amazing. Not only just for your business, but for you. Because what we've got there, multi-million-pound speakers, people that are at the top of their game. Yeah, they've been there, they've done it, they've got through the struggles. They know where you are now. They know where you have been because they have been there too. And if they hadn't gone through it, they won't be where they are today. Okay, so you've got those. You've got the transformational leaders, people that are happy to transform lives, that are getting to the top of their game, that are there, that are trying to help people. And you've got me there, part of the 12. The 12 is going to be there. So you can see exactly who's behind Global TV. You can meet brothers and you can meet the crew. You can meet everybody. We're all going to be there. And we'll all be happy to help and talk to you. And if you've got a question, then ask that question. That's what we're there for. Okay, so you get growth coaching. You know, there's going to be so much here. You get, you know, get your pen and paper out. Learn why you're there. And while you're there, aspiring speakers of all ages. Khalida was there. She's going to be there. Khalida spoke to me, 12-year-old, doing what I'm doing with you today. She's been doing it the last couple of weeks. She's been going on Facebook Lives, interviewing the top people. Do you want to be one of them people? Of course you do. Everyone wants to be one of them people. So come out there and do it. Because if you didn't want to be one of them people, you won't be still sitting there listening to me. So obviously you've got an interest. So let's make that interest worthwhile. Let's not just give you content. Let's give you something extra. Let's give you a little bit more than what you thought you'd ever get. All right? This is your time to shine, as Brad would say. So when it comes to this event, 5th and 6th of October, Friday and Saturday. Put it in your diary right now. Write it on your paper. Okay? It's at Westminster Central Hall. It's an amazing venue. I've looked at this venue. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's huge. Okay? It can fit up to like 5,000 people. Wow. Can't believe it. So it's an amazing venue. You've got amazing speakers coming. You're going to have an amazing amount of content. You're never going to get this anywhere else. All right? It's an amazing amount of content. You're going to make amazing connections because you're going to network. You're going to bring your business cards and you're going to network with people that you never ever thought was possible. You can come have pictures taken. You can meet other people. You can, you know, talk to them, pick their brains. That's what it's about. And you know what? You're going to get this as an amazing price, because this price is an early bird price. This price here is so good that anywhere else it will take, you'll buy it for hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Right? You ready for this? Get your early bird ticket today for £47. That is for 2 days, Friday and Saturday, £47. You've got people on stage like Andy Harrington. You've got people on stage like Alfie Best. You've got people on stage like Harry Sardinas. You've also got on here, some of these on here too. You've got, hang on, let's find some of you here. Roxanne. Roxanne's going to be there. She's going to have a couple of minutes on stage. You've also got, I'm only going to put a couple of you on here because obviously I'm running out of time. Raj is going to be on there. Hello, Raj. How are you? And you're also going to have Stephen on there. See, some of these that have been on there tonight, they're going to be on there. Sabrina's going to be there and she's going to give you a lovely talk. You know, at the end of the day, what she comes out with is amazing. Her kids, she's got 5 kids and all of them have got books. They're aged from like 5 to the age of 15. I mean, how amazing is that? 5. My daughter looked at it the other day and I said to her, I said, like, you know, because she said to me she wanted to write a book. And I totally said to her, I said, look, she went, they're not even going to know how to spell. I said, this kid knows how to spell. They do really well. So, yeah, so that's good. So, anyway, so you've got, get your early bird ticket. Yeah, early bird ticket, 47 quid. This is a once and only offer, guys, because this isn't going to last for long. It is an early bird ticket. So any day now, that could change and that will go up. But I'm just letting you guys know, 2 days, early bird ticket. I'm going to give you a code for that. Now, all you got to do is copy this code and go on there. It's on Eventbrite. Purchase your ticket. Bring your ticket along with you and come and see us. There you go. Have a copy down of that. Write down all the information. 47 quid. What's that? A pair of trainers? A meal out? Going down the pub for a couple of hours? 2 days worth of training. How amazing is that going to be to help you move your business forward? Remember what I said. Use every opportunity. Learn every day. Do whatever it takes. This is your opportunity to make sure you do whatever it takes. Okay? So what I want to say to you guys, is thank you so much for listening to me today. I know I've run a little bit over. I'm sure you won't mind. But I want to say thank you very much. I hope that I've helped you with the content. And I hope that you've got something interesting that you can now move forward with and it helps you. And just to give you a bit more extra, my special guest this week on Thursday at 8 o'clock, I will also be back here unlocking the fearless you. He's going to be with the one and only Bradley Chapman. Now, I spoke to Brad yesterday and I said, I really want you on the show because not only has he helped me move forward in mine, but I want him to help move forward in yours. And by doing that, he can give you content and he can tell you what he's all about and what he's gone through. And he's been doing it for a long, long time. And he can tell you his fears and his confidences and his self-esteem and where it got him. So guys, come and see me 8 o'clock on Thursday for Unlocking the Fearless You. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope you have an amazing evening. And I hope you have a really good week. And I'll see you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.